Hello everyone, this is Lorraine Troyer from LorraineTroyer.com. Today I want to talk to you about my simple step-by-step method for redoing PLR. The first thing I do is I read through it and I get a general idea of what it's about. And then after I know that, then I can change the title into subtitle, and I usually take it into ChatGPT because it can come up with a lot of different ideas that I never would have thought of. And then I change the fonts and the font size. And then I set up the paragraph spacing. I like to use 1.25 for my line spacing. Then after I do that, I go back to the beginning and I work my way through each section. I think about what I want to do to each section, what kind of changes I want to make. I tried to add something interesting on each page, maybe a quote, pull quote, image, infographic. There's all kind of things that you can do to make your content more exciting and break up, huge chunks of text. For example, you can also add bullet points or numbered lists. I like to use AI to do that as well. I rewrite the intro sometimes. I don't always do this, but this is a good thing to do, because if other people are using this PLR, if your intro is different, that will differentiate it between yours and the other people who are using the same PLR. You can make sure that it starts with a strong hook or a question, and that it connects emotionally with the reader. For example, maybe there's a pain point, a desire, a relatable story. And also, I like to go through and rewrite the parts that don't sound like something that I'd say. I just start reading it and I come across a section and I say, wow, I wouldn't ever use this word. So it's pretty easy just to change it into something that sounds like me. You can add your own stories, examples, personal experiences. And you can mix and match with other content. Maybe there's an area that you could beef up. Maybe there's just one sentence about a topic that you think is pretty important. So you can just go through your content stash and you can copy and paste anything that would add value, or something to the product that would make it more interesting to your reader. You can add your name and website URL to the footer and the page numbers. Add a border if you wish. You can add a table of contents. I usually don't do that unless it's a pretty substantial PDF. If it's over 12 pages, I'll do that. And then I can add an about the author section on the last page. I'll show you the one I have here so you can have an example. Then you can also add a bonus or two. Maybe you're done, but it just doesn't feel like it's quite enough. So look back through your stash. Maybe have some checklists, templates, or even an older PLR product that you could bundle with it to make it more valuable. And reformat your products. So you could add more value by offering different formats to cater to different learning styles. For example, an audio version. Maybe you could record yourself reading the content, or hire a voiceover artist if that's in your budget. Or you could create a video series or a presentation deck like I did here. This is a good example of doing that. You would turn your content into short, engaging lessons using slides, screen recordings, or live video. Or you could even turn your content into a guided workbook or a worksheet. And here is my bio. I'm Lorraine Troyer, a content creator with a love for graphic design and a passion for turning ideas into beautiful, sellable products. And then I have my social media and my blog URL. So I hope you found this helpful and maybe gave you a couple of ideas of what you could do with your PLR. And I will talk to you later. Bye.